I want to talk to you a little bit, though, about what you were referring to in terms of the roots of the issues, right? You are a daughter of Mississippi. That is also where my people come from, on my dad's side of the family. And when I think about the work that our ancestors had to do, the ways in which they had to envision and imagine a future that they could not touch yet, and that some of them didn't even live to see, I am inspired, I am motivated, I recognize my privilege in this moment, and I recognize my responsibility. How have your roots led you to a place where you are engaged in this fight no matter what it takes?
I get asked often the question of what are you optimistic about? Why, what gives you hope? And I think back to the fact that, my parents are examples of progress. My mom is the only one of her siblings to finish high school. My dad is the first man in his family to go to college. And he went to college despite having dyslexia that was undiagnosed until he was in his 30s. So my dad had to memorize his way through school. My mom had to fight her way through life. But their parents were domestic workers and cooks. My great grandparents were sharecroppers, and before that, slaves. And so we have to think about the fact that the progress it sometimes feels plodding and mean, but it is real. And I had this privilege in 2018 to become the first Black woman to be the gubernatorial nominee for a major party in American history. I may not have gotten the job, but there is something about coming from the roots of Mississippi, being in the deep South state of Georgia, and being able to say that this is the progress we've made. My understanding of this moment is that I don't have the luxury of giving up, because the slaves that birthed me, they did not have the chance to give up. The grandparents and great grandparents who fought for the right to vote, who fought for the right to be seen and be respected, my parents who were civil rights activists as teenagers, they raised me to say, you fix the problems. You don't simply get to lament, you have to do. And that obligation, that responsibility is what drives me every day.